So today I'm going to talk to you about doing an escape room in your classroom. So rather than do a lockbox escape, we're going to do a digital escape, and these are the supplies that I use in my escape room. I did one today with my class. I'll put the video up for you to show you how they did. But so what you first you want to start with, I get these envelopes and I set them up in teams. I usually break the kids into 3 or 4 person teams. I color code them. So I put these envelopes to make it kind of fun, different colored groups, blue group, pink group, gray group, or whatever. And I put all my materials in there and hand them to each group before they start so nobody peeks and gets a head start before anybody else. So what you're going to start with is, this is a great way to do review. So how I did it in my class today, I did it as a review for a test tomorrow. I teach Regents Earth Science. So my question portion of the escape room was all done in Regents questions on Test Wizard, and I put them on in a Word document and I labeled them room 1, room 2, room 3, room 4, room 5. And so the instructions to the student goes as this. The kids all get in their envelopes, they're going to get a set of questions from each room, which have to be done in order, and they're going to get a decoding answer sheet where they're going to record their answers. And you're going to give them instructions that they're going to go to this link, and when they go to that link, they're going to pull up this screen. And this talks about room 1, and this is the first room. They're going to have to do a puzzle and solve for this. So it's really important that you tell the kids, because repeatedly you tell them, but they still forget because they get excited to do the puzzle on the computer. They must answer the review questions first. So for example, this is a picture of a galaxy. So the question asks, the photograph below shows a feature of the universe as seen through a telescope. The answer is a galaxy. So they would write, the answer here is B, a galaxy. So on their recording sheet in room 1, they would write question number 1 would be B. They would then go on to question number 2 and answer question number 2, which is more massive than our sun. I believe the answer is A, Aldebaran. They need their reference tables to answer it. It's a good review of that reference table. So then they would come here and record A for their answer here. And so they would go on and answer all the questions in room 1. There are 4 questions. They are going to answer those questions and they'll have their answers here. Then, once their questions are answered, then they're going to go to the puzzle, and they're going to use this to decode it. So you go to the puzzle on your device. You look at the pictures. So this puzzle, they're different for each room. This puzzle shows you a bookcase, 2 different bookcases. The room is the same, but there are differences, and they have to find the differences in the picture. So one of the differences here is that there's a rug in this picture and no rug here. So when they go here, they would look, and the word rug, they'd have to figure out where rug would fit in. And you look here, R-U-G. The G is in the box. So anytime there's an A written here, we're going to put a G next to it. So here, I believe this was B-A-B-C. So this one, we would put a G here. Another difference here would be the football. There's a football in this shelf, but not in this room. So another one, we would look to see where that would fit, and it would be here. The football would fit here, and the third letter is an O. So anytime there's a D over here, we would substitute an O. And we would do that for all of the differences, and then whatever we decode, we fill in here for what we decoded through the puzzle. We would do our letter lock. And it would say it would be, K, G, K, P, whatever. And we would put it in here. You type it into the bottom here at the escape room. And you hit next, and if it's correct, it will bring you to the next room. And then you would go to room 2 and answer the questions first. Write them here on your room. And then again, once you've answered all the questions, then you would go to room 2, figure out the puzzle. That's a completely different puzzle. So room 2 would look like this. So the code for the first one was KGKP. If they would have answered everything correctly, they would go here And now that brings you to room number 2, which is a different puzzle. And now this shows you the lights go on with the switches, and the kids have to pay attention. So they say every time, say B goes down, 4 lights go on. So then they would write here next to B the letter 4. If they pay attention here, when A went down, 5 lights were lit. So they would go here, and for A they would have 5. And then for any answers here, there would be A, B, C, D. They would put the number that corresponds to it, and then put here for the number lock, and that would bring you to a different puzzle, and you'd go to room 3 and so forth. So that's how I did my escape room in my class today, and I'll put the videos up on that. Okay.